Hello everybody, this is Jose Gagnon, the random guy here, and I'll be continuing on with my Everything Wrong with Thomas the Train commentaries. So now we are moving on to episode 7 of season 2, which is called Percy and the Signal. So I hope that you all enjoy it, and since this week coming up, I'll be able to continue on doing the commentaries because I don't have to worry about going to my second job. I'll just be going to my full-time job in the morning because of Thanksgiving coming up. So Thanksgiving Day, I'll be doing a special music video. But for the rest of the days, the days before Thanksgiving, I'll be continuing on and doing the Thomas the Train Season 2 commentaries. So we're on episode 7 right now. There's 26 episodes in season 2. So we're just going to try to keep rolling with them and just keep going through. So I hope you all enjoy it. And let's continue on now, everybody.
Percy works in the yard at the big station. He loves playing jokes, but they can get him into trouble. One morning, he was very cheeky indeed.
Percy always reminds me of myself in a way because, how they said that he loves, playing all kinds of crazy jokes on the other trains and engines. I love being a jokester myself, man, and I do any kinds of crazy jokes too. Like, it can be good jokes, bad jokes, like all kinds of jokes, man. I just love joking around with the peoples, man. It's like one of my best things to describe me when you're describing somebody like myself is I love being a jokester, man. Because making jokes is how you entertain people in the life, man. Because you got to be an entertainer in the life. And Percy's the same way where he likes making jokes just to see like people's reactions and just to enjoy life pretty much.
Beep. Hurry up, Gordon. The train's ready. Gordon thought he was late. Ha 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 ha! Laughed Percy and showed him a train of dirty coal cars. Gordon thought how to get back at Percy for teasing him. Next, it was James's turn. Stay in the shed today, James. Sir Topham Hatt will come and see you. Ah, thought James, Sir Topham Hatt knows I'm a fine engine. He wants me to pull a special train.
But sometimes the jokes that he wants to do can get himself into trouble and also the other engines in trouble as well. So he just has to try to be careful the things he wants to say to the other engines about the kind of jokes he wants to do. Because as you're going to see pretty soon, that joke about him, telling James to wait till Sir Topham Hatt shows up, it's not going to end well, as you're going to see right now in a couple minutes.
James's driver and fireman could not make him move. The other engines grumbled dreadfully. They had to do James's work as well as their own. At last, the inspector arrived. Show a wheel, James. You can't stay here all day. Sir Topham Hatt told me to stay here. He sent a message this morning. He did not. How could he? He's away for a week. Oh, said James.
And that's even worse for, James himself because Sir Topham Hatt isn't even there. He's on vacation. So Percy telling him to wait for Sir Topham Hatt, it just... oh, man. He made James be a stupid idiot because James fell for that trick. And now James is like, what the heck? No one told me he was on vacation. Like, what the heck's going on now, people?
Oh, where's Percy? Percy had wisely disappeared. When Sir Topham Hatt came back, he was cross with James and Percy for causing so much trouble. But the very next day, Percy was still being cheeky.
as usual.
I say, you engines, I'm to take some freight cars to Thomas's Junction. Sir Topham Hatt chose me especially. He must know I'm a really useful engine. More likely he wants you out of the way, grunted James. Gordon looked across to James. They were going to play a trick on Percy.
Now they're going to get back at Percy for the crazy jokes that he did to them. Because since James got in trouble. I don't know if Gordon got in trouble at all, but, they're sick of the crazy jokes that Percy was doing to them, so they want to pay him back. Oh, man, that's crazy, man. Super crazy. Just gotta be careful with those crazy jokes, man, because it can get you into super trouble, man. So many problems.
James and I were just speaking about signals at the junction. We can't be too careful about signals, but then I needn't say that to a really useful engine like you, Percy. Percy felt flattered. We had spoken of backing signals, put in James. They need extra special care, you know. Would you like me to explain? No, thank you, James, said Percy. I know all about signals. Percy was a little worried. I wonder what backing signals are, he thought. Never mind, I'll manage. He puffed crossly to his freight cars and felt better.
Now Percy's the one that's going to make a fool out of himself, because since he fooled the other two, and the other two are going to laugh because, Percy made a fool of himself. But it also makes him sensitive. That's another thing that I also have in common with Percy, that is sensitivity. Like how people like to say crazy jokes, but sometimes you don't really understand, or you don't think that the crazy joke is actually a joke itself. So, you get sensitive about it, and you're just like, I can't believe they said that craziness to my face, man. I don't like the craziness that they say to my face. But yeah, that's two things that I have in common with Percy, are sensitivity and just, saying crazy jokes and being a jokester around others. But sensitivity is one of Percy's big things. You'll see it a lot as we go through the other episodes that have Percy in it, as you will see.
He came to a signal. Bother! It's a danger. The signal moved to show line clear. Its arm moved up instead of down. Percy had never seen that sort of signal before. Down means go, and up means stop. So upper still must mean go back. I know, it's one of those backing signals. Come on, Percy, said his driver. Off we go. Stop! You're going the wrong way. But it's a backing signal, Percy protested and told him about Gordon and James. The driver laughed and explained. Oh dear, said Percy. Let's start quickly before they see us. He was too late. Gordon saw everything. That night, the big engines talked about signals. They thought the subject was funny. Percy thought they were being very silly.
So I hope that you all enjoyed this episode. And like I said, I'll be continuing on with a bunch more of the season 2 episodes the rest of this week coming up. So hope you all enjoy. Everybody gets the greatness. Have the amazing times. And we will see you all in the next video with my amazing commentaries. So just check them out, man. I'm sure you're going to enjoy them a lot. This is what I try to do to entertain you peoples, man. Get those really crazy funny Thomas commentaries. So I hope that you do all enjoy this. And we will be continuing on in the next one. and have the amazingness again. Yeah! Woo!